The word that we are working on this week and the few days that we have before Thanksgiving break is in. So we have these cues for everyone. Put it in or just the card in. Once again, we use this toy all the time to help them hear and watch me say the sound. So I'll just play it for you.
I says I, and I says it. Every letter makes a sound. I says I, and it.
So the kids are able to hear the sound and then watch me make it, and then they're given a mirror, that kind of thing. So the book that we did was this book, and it was really great because it's super simple. The pictures are very simple, but as I read it, I took each child's hands, no matter what level they were at, and just got them used to pointing to the words, and I would read it. It is in the bucket. And then I pointed, the cat is in the bucket. And so when I first read the story, I just did it myself, and then I would take their hands and do it. After each page, I would get the actual objects that go along with the book. So I have an actual red bucket, and I have a cat, and this cat is the exact same color as the cat in the picture. It doesn't have to be, but I love when I happen to have or find the materials that go along with the actual pictures. I think it's really helpful. So if you can find these kinds of toys or things lying around the house, whenever you're reading a story, even just go on a hunt for something that you see in the picture. Open up the first page, look at something, see if maybe they point to something or their eye gazes at something, and then maybe go around the house looking for that. So then for this one, they were asked to put the cat in the bucket, and then we would look back. Look, the cat is in the bucket. It's the same, that kind of thing. Show you all of the pages so that you can get an idea for what we were doing. He is in the water, and we took a little cup and we put the plastic toy and we put him in the cup of water. That was a fun one. And then we put the person in the house, and they could choose if they wanted either the boy or the girl. And I have a little toy house, so they put that in the house. But you can also go to the dollar store. There's little toy houses that you can use. You can find a little box maybe that you got from a gift or something, and that can be the house. You can draw a little door on it. It does not have to be fancy toys. Um, a toy bus I had, and I put the kids on the bus, so I made sure to have more than one person because these pictures show just one person, and these are showing a lot. So there's a lot of kids on the bus, so you're exposing your child to plurals and that kind of thing. Always pointing to the words when we were reading this one because this was a pretty simple book, and I liked to be able to show them the words and just get them interested in that. I had a little toy bed and we put the girl in the bed. We said shh and we pretended to go to sleep. So for all of these activities, like I said, I show them the picture and we act it out. So I want to see what actions the kids can do. So when we got to the bed, it was really important. I wanted to see if they might copy closing their eyes, if they might copy sleeping, if they get that whole idea. Um, just an FYI, a game that is super fun for kids. You guys can play together. Grab a blanket, lay down, pretend you're sleeping, make really loud, obnoxious snoring noises, and then all of a sudden wake up and tickle them or throw them up in the air. And that's a really fun one. Similar to the go activity that I said, where once they are really engaged and they really, really love it, I pause and I wait to see what's going to happen. So once they're taking turns with me and they're really engaged, they're looking at me, they're laughing, they like this game, only if they like this game, I might fall asleep and close my eyes for a little bit longer and see if they might tap me for the next part of the activity. Because the next part is when we jump up and we get tickles or we get thrown up. So for a lot of kids, that's a really motivating part in the game. So that's just a play activity that is super, super helpful to work on joint attention. That's when you and your child are interacting together in a play routine, which is something that a lot of these kids that are in our classrooms are maybe struggling with, that they maybe prefer being alone or they prefer playing with a toy. So we really want to try and coax them into seeing that these activities can be really fun. But we just kind of want to expose them to it and see if they like it. A lot of kids really love throwing up in the air or tickles. So that's kind of a way you can engage them in that activity because they know what's going to come at the end is the tickles. Let's see. Okay, so that was the book that we did. In was a super easy one. Like I said, we put things in the house. This is a kind of a cool toy because it has a doorbell. But at home, you can put things in a cabinet if kids like to play with the cabinet. You can put things in the bathtub and take them out and just goof off like that. Just whatever your kids like to do, just focus on that word in. And you get those handouts so you have that picture of in so you can focus on that word for a week. You can kind of go along our curriculum and expose them to that one word so that you're not overwhelmed thinking, oh, I have to work on more, I have to work on finish, I have to work on help. Just work on that one word for the week. I apologize. All of the videos kind of came in a rush. I was behind on making these videos to kind of help you. So before Thanksgiving, you will get all of the packets that go along with these videos. And I apologize for that, but it was kind of a hectic month. Another toy that is good for in is a little toy microwave. Put the toy in, open and close. This activity is actually really complex for a lot of kids. Some kids are just really at the cause and effect stage. So what they like to do is just open, close, open, close. We did that a lot, and that's fine if that's where they're at. But every once in a while, I might try and sneak the toy food in, maybe get their attention with the toy food, pretend eating it, making a silly noise, throwing it in here, and seeing if they might notice it while they're opening and closing it. And then once that food was in there, I'd let them open and close it, open and close it. Sometimes they would take it out, which was cool. And then I would maybe grab it and try to eat it. Try to just get them to go to a next level of play or even show them how the buttons work. Oh, this one's. And then when you push it on, it spins. So as it was spinning, I wanted to see if the kids were looking at that spinning. And if it's spinning, you could maybe go, oh, ooh, and you could count 1, 2, 3, all done. And then we could open it. So there's lots of different levels to the play. But if your child is just got open and close, that's okay. Stay there with them. And then just maybe add one extra thing after they've been doing it for a while. But yeah, those are some activities that you can do for in. Have fun and have a wonderful Thanksgiving break next week. We will continue to work on in for the 2 days that we are in school. All right, take care. Bye.